Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Are you someone who likes to have a pest control company come by, protect your house year-round before there's a problem? Or are you one of those folks who sits around and waits until you see cobwebs all around you and the millipede grows across your foot and you're just like, oh, I better call somebody? Either way, Southeast Termite and Pest Control are the folks to call. I know because I use them. I've called them more than once. I have them at my house on a regular basis. SoutheastTermite.com. You know, it won't be long. Literally, it will not be long. We've got a big snow coming in this week, and I promise you're going to blink and it's going to be spring. And that's where we're going to be talking about mosquito treatments and ant treatments and everything else they've got. SoutheastTermite.com. Get in touch with them now. Protect your home for the future. All right. Here is our bracketology report. Yes, it's early, but it's never too early to start talking tournaments. Joe Lenardi has Tennessee. Actually, the Boston part has changed. He has them in the Midwest he's in the Midwest region now in Detroit, as I saw last night, I believe. They will be starting in Charlotte, according to him. They would have the 2 seed, 15 seed. Troy would be the first round game. Old nemesis Ohio State waiting on the other side of that bracket if they could get by Nevada in this made-up world of Joe Lenardi. Jerry Palm of CBS, he's got them in the Midwest region as well, heading toward Detroit. He's got them starting in Memphis. Tennessee, a 2 seed against Southern in his bracket. And they would be playing the team that knocked them out last year if the seeds held. FAU, the 7 seed against 10 seed Northwestern, a team you're not used to seeing in the tournament bracket. Let's take a look at the SEC. Now, this is the SEC standings. Auburn's on top. They're 3-0 in the league. The rest of those teams there are 2-1 in the league. We've just listed them by their NCAA net ranking. And then you see the games that they've got coming up. Tennessee, of course, with Florida and Alabama. This will become a much more interesting graphic the deeper we come into the season and we're looking at who's playing who as you're trying to win the thing. Tennessee with Florida and Alabama. Mark, Isiah, thoughts on the Gators first?
Well, I don't like them at all. That's my first thought. You expect a high pace. They got good guards. We're going to have to buckle down to beat them. Like I said, the main thing that comes to my mind is I don't want to say hatred, but whatever's a level under hatred, that's where I'm at with it.
Well, yeah, 11th in the country in tempo. They're going to really push it up and down. 86 points a game. One, defensively, they saw what Tennessee did when Georgia tried to spread them out. So be prepared. Florida is going to figure out, hey, what if we go at Adu? Attack Adu. If they're going to switch ball screen coverage, what's the counter? How are we going to get Adu downhill? Can we get Adu in foul trouble? Because Tobey really struggles against ball screen, and Florida's going to do a lot of that. They got a kid, Will Richards, shooting 43% from 3. But their guard play, they are going to push it down our throat. We have to be able to, yes, match tempo, but we got to take good shots. Zakai cannot have 5 turnovers in the first half. It could end up being like a North Carolina situation. If we turn the ball over early on the road, it's at our place, but still they get up and down, and we could put ourselves in a bad position if we turn that ball over.
Then you got Nate Oates and Alabama coming in.
Alabama, to me, there's some dynamics with their culture that I always think that our togetherness is going to be able to be able to win that basketball game. But again, good guard play. Everybody's doing ball screens and attacking downhill. They don't have the same shooting ability as Florida, but they've got some winning DNA to them that they've experienced the last couple of years.
Yeah, I believe. Didn't they just beat Mississippi State at Mississippi State yesterday? So they'll be coming in. It's 2 rivalry games. I like them both just because we're at home. I think that's what puts us over the top. We got the 6th man involved, and everybody usually plays better at home. So I like us in that sense, but they'll be tough.
And Mark, I was talking about that home court advantage. We talked about the numbers a little earlier across the SEC. You said something to me. I can't remember if it was on air or off air. So I'm going to ask you to do it again. A couple weeks ago, Tennessee played Illinois. You had some people that came down from Illinois. And what did they say about the atmosphere at Thompson-Boling Arena?
Well, yeah, big Illinois fans, big Ten fans, and they thought Tennessee was a better environment than any of the Big Ten places that they've been. Kohl Center in Wisconsin sometimes gets really rowdy, and they had some comparison to that. But they said that environment, which is like a noon game for an Illinois team, so a noon game, they thought that atmosphere was incredible.
There you go. So Vol fans need to get out there and get loud. How's that for being a homer? Mark, Isiah, thank you guys as always. I appreciate you. We'll see you in we'll see you one show down. When we come back, we're going to shift gears to football, specifically the transfer portal. Ryan Callahan is here. We're going to talk about who Tennessee's landed in the portal, who's disappeared, and one big fish, is he on the hook or isn't he? We'll discuss that next. Coming back on the Sports Source.